Welcome to a new start session 4. I am pleased to announce that the sound quality for this episode's gameplay is greatly improved. We are still ironing out the bugs. You will notice one of our players was remote this session and her audio didn't record correctly. But now, on to our recap. Last week, Poppy, the brave gnomish defender, SHYLO, the Goliath warrior maiden fair, Flip-Flop the Feliday mage, and the Drekkar healer Shoefly partied like it was 19 and 99 of the Common Era and assisted their employer, Penarole, in a new experiment. We now join them in session.
All right, well, fun fact for Poppy is since you started following the road over top of the lake, he has seemed very, very nervous and clearly doesn't like the water, but is toughing it out because we don't seem to be in the real plane, so it's not really water. But he's not leaving his battle titties while he's been over top of the water.
Shu's fun fact for tonight is, as a child, he had reoccurring hiccups, which led to more than one lightning strike inside the house, as he just couldn't get it going. Just constantly, bam.
He called lightning via hiccups.
Yeah.
I think I've done that before.
A fun possible maybe fact, but there's no evidence to prove it, is that SHYLO was once involved in the accidental purposely pushing a fiance, her true love's fiance, off a bridge. But it ended up being just a big misunderstanding, not the pushing off the bridge part, but that her fiance was actually SHYLO's true love, because it ended up that he really wasn't that attractive and she had just fallen in love with his voice anyway. And then when she really met him after the death of the fiance, tragic accidental pushing off the bridge death of the fiance, she realized that it wasn't actually her true love anyway. So it was just a big misunderstanding, but it didn't really happen. Didn't happen. No evidence that it happened anyway.
What's Flip-Flop's fun fact?
Frippy Frappy.
Flip-Flop actually has a bunch of yarn tied around digit, and there's like 2 or 3 on each finger on the left hand. The reason is because when they want to remember something, they cut a piece of yarn that they have and tie it around their finger to remember. But they don't actually remember what it is. Just have about 13 things on one hand. I need to remember these. I don't want to remember, but they are things that I need to remember.
Wasn't that her fun fact for last session?
Nope.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, it was the fun fact.
Is that your long-term goal for your character, to figure out what each of those strings means?
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Something about buying butter.
That's your macro objective?
I think so.
So last time on In Start,
I believe it's Rob's turn for summation.
I got a summate.
The
You don't
session
have to,
title
but-
was Part 2, or Session 3, Part 2B, and it was called Raining Men.
I didn't take thorough notes, but as far as I can remember, we finished saving people from a hole. Mostly Jeff finished saving people from a hole, but I found a guy buried under rocks. Then we came back up.
Royal
Yeah, the royal we. And then we came back up and talked to the wizard again, and he promptly said he was teleporting us to his tower in order to
Press a button.
turn on the lights.
You wanted us to press a button?
Yeah, he wanted us to turn on the lights in his tower. Just basically press a button.
He wanted us to do the teleport for him because he couldn't quite figure out how the teleport worked on his own, so we needed to send somebody else.
We also had to
And to
carry
go
a
there, we
pocket
had to
watch, a
push.
feather, and a list of other items, but we had to carry them there with us. But I only wrote down pocket watch and feather.
I did not.
We had a thermometer, a chunk of gray residium, a feather, a pocket watch, and a compass. And then he did the teleport, and instead of actually just traveling, we ended up
Following
walking
the yellow
through.
brick road.
Which, question, is it just a known fact in this realm that Residium screws with magic spells, or is that something only spellcasters know? Is that
It's fairly reasonably well known
Okay.
that if you cast spells around green, different residuum does different things. Green tends to, like when you're in the fields of residuum, it amplifies spells. That's why in the city of residuum, it's a no casting zone. They try and confiscate your magical items and put them in a lockup, that kind of thing. But depending on the residuum, and you would know this better than most, depending on the color of residuum, the type of residuum, it does different things to different things. Yes.
What is the atomic symbol? Atomic
For residuum?
of residuum.
You can get out your chemistry kit and you can figure that out.
I think it,
Oh,
I think it would be RU for some reason. I see
RU
RU.
is ruthenium.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
can't
is
use
it?
RU, yeah.
And we already have technetium,
Mhm.
which is a real element.
You could use RI.
RI would be good,
Yeah,
or
RI.
RS.
RD.
but
What about RE?
RE, yeah, nope, that's rhenium.
RD?
RD
think
is
it's-
Rutherfordium is RF. RD.
What about EU? I see it being one of those weird elements
There
where it
is a
doesn't
EU.
actually start with its letter.
There is an EU and it's europium.
SD.
There is no SD. So you could use RI.
Or SD. You
What's that?
loving? You-
Oh yeah, I should get them. SD. There is no SD.
So,
Because I
assume this is a discussion that we're actually having.
I would
while
imagine,
while
yeah.
we're going
I
to
would
bed
imagine,
for the
yeah.
night.
I'm just going to be playing your brother, who's interjecting every now and again.
Oh yeah, and the other thing that happened last session is we met the one manifestation of the travel god.
Oh,
Had
the
a-
god of
yeah.
lost gods.
Yeah.
Fellerin.
Yeah, he thought I was lost, but I told him.
And you got a blessing.
You did.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't know what it
Is it radioactive?
Some
is.
types are.
Am I glowing?
Okay, so it's
No, not the
No.
blessing. Not the blessing being radioactive.
It's a Residium.
Is
Sasha isn't going to play tonight because now she's working on the
like,
atomic.
where would it fit? Where would it fit on the table?
what's its atomic weight?
Well, it's radioactive, so it's got to be after 89.
I'd had a thought after we left, but actually, yeah, I think she was smart enough to bring it up to everybody. Just because we've all been complaining about the wizard making us do this walk and how it wasn't what he promised and stuff. And I'm just going to point out, it occurs to me that Residium does have an effect on magic, and you, my little friend, are Residium, or at least heavily influenced.
Well, I'm not fully residuum. I was a gnome at one point.
But I'm just wondering if that was enough to cause the spell to do something he wasn't expecting,
That's maybe. I've never been teleported before.
I haven't either.
Would I think residuum would work in that way through me?
Being from the city of Residuum originally, you know that they outlaw magic within the city walls because it fucks with magic. It could be you. Could just be you. It's entirely possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility. And in fact, at this point, entirely logical.
What's logical? Sorry.
That I was just saying, we were complaining last time about how we were supposed to teleport and instead we're having to
Mhm. Yeah, we
walk
have
and
to
follow
walk.
this whole path. But Residium messes with magic, and Rob's character is a Residium gnome. I wonder if it's possible the spell was supposed to do. We didn't take any of this into account, and Rob passing through.
Mind you, I don't know how much you'd know of my properties because I haven't advertised any of that.
It's also possible that,
Oh, actually,
like, he told us it would teleport us to the lab, but not that
I've told
we
him
could
I
get
know
there
a lot
either.
about residuum, and I've been looking for residuum. But yeah, I haven't told you guys anything about.
I would like to ask the wizard
What I am.
what his definition of teleport is.
And it is, his spell was called the Wanderer. So I think,
No,
or
spell
the,
was called Wayfarer.
the Wayfarer. So, maybe that is the exact manifestation of, expected manifestation of the spell.
Yeah, and what I am as a creature would be something that I highly doubt you would have ever encountered.
well,
before.
in that case, the group did not hear my
but
suggestion.
I may have thought that.
if only because I thought we all knew he was.
Yeah,
So
no, that's totally cool.
that would have been
You know
something
what?
I would have just pointed out to
It's a
us.
fun little meta conversation.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Totally rational.
Sashia may have a guess if she knew what residuum was because of the time that we've spent together previously. But sorry, not Sashia.
Shiloh.
Shiloh might know.
Shyla.
But yeah.
Who's that bitch?
Alright. So you're hunkered down around the campfire on night one.
Can we get a fire going?
And I
Well, I say campfire
Yeah.
loosely.
What's
So,
that?
and you which, sorry?
tied it with
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
And
Um,
I am going nowhere near the edge of this pathway.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
me
to
neither.
sit down.
So I say campfire in the metaphorical, sitting around the campfire. There's nothing for kilometers and kilometers for you to burn, unless
Mhm.
you're trying to burn something you brought with you.
What's the temperature here like?
It is a balmy 20 degrees Celsius. It is a nice room temperature.
Okay. Well, I'm good. I'm just between these orchards. It's warm in here.
Out of curiosity,
Yes,
and this is more a question for you.
absolutely.
We've been traveling for hours and we've hunkered down and stuff.
Yeah.
But it seemed that outside of where we were traveling, like time was almost stopped. Are we actually getting tired and hungry, or are we resting more out of
You are
habit?
you are absolutely fatigued. You've been walking for hours, a good half day,
Okay.
and on top of that, you spent the morning battling tentacle
It's
rats.
been a
we
long
are-
day.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm just
fucking
curious.
day.
Like, has all time stopped in a certain way? Like, we're traveling through this path,
Oh, okay.
walking, but we're not
Well,
actually.
I'm still here. I can hear you. So
Mm.
you hear.
That's true. That I know.
So you guys just.
Have you ever been through anything like this before?
Oh no, this is entire. Well, it's the same for me, but I can hear you clear.
Ah, all right then.
You just pick a wave and fucking fall asleep, or
A wave?
you're walking over the water.
So is the water actually moving under?
Water is not moving.
Yeah. So it's like
It's a rolling.
Yeah.
Like on
it's like completely frozen.
yeah, we'll say frozen.
Maybe
Yeah.
Can
we
walk.
should actually take turns sleeping.
That's really a good idea.
And the cat's asleep.
Are we going to be able to count on the kitty cat to stay awake and watch us?
Probably not. She'll forget. I wouldn't be able to sleep. And I've also been like troubled by the thoughts that if this is some sort of alter land, it's a possibility that in this world I could run into my false unlove. And if that happened, I just don't think I could deal with it.
Don't worry, I got your back, girl.
You are the literal wingman if she had wings.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm
So,
too tired. I'm too stressed out to sleep, so I could go on first watch.
She is your Falcor.
I suggest we maybe split the watches between us because kitty cat seems,
Fatigued.
yeah.
Is this a world where it's like the regular world where cats can see through like dimensions? So
So it's
my
normal.
brother could just talk
Yeah.
to the cat.
This is normal for her. And
You don't know yet.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
She's
Alright.
been here before.
I'll nestle down.
It's normal
Yeah.
at this point, and I'm just continuing.
Do you-
in.
Do you even remember normal?
Hey, well, if you're
No.
willing to take the first shift, I
At
can.
this point, I probably at this point just accept that this is what reality.
I'm taking the first watch.
Okay.
Whatever is in front of you is reality for that moment.
You're playing What If Oops Part 2.
If you're sleeping, I can.
What I'm
So watches around the table otherwise, starting with Kyla. Okay.
Yeah.
Night passes completely soundless, at times eerie. Cockadoodle didn't. Where the rooster would normally crow, there is no crowing rooster.
We just sort of wake up.
Yeah,
We just judge roughly what's
Yeah,
been 8 hours.
in about 8 hours.
I have to pee, so it wakes me up.
We'll go by
There
bladder.
you go.
Bladder's as good as any. It's
Bladder time.
it's like being at a level of a video game where there is no sun, but there is an ambient light at all times, enough to see by.
We want to
Okay.
know how many hours we are here. I pee roughly once every hour. So if you count every single time I pee while we're here, you'll know roughly how many hours we've been
You are going to be wonderful to take cart rides for, especially be shaking.
Well, when we wake up in the morning, I'm going to reach into
Is
my.
that a retroactive? Because I don't think you peed once yet. Until now.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to reach into my little jar of bees and pull out a bee and hand it to Shiloh. Or not,
Me?
sorry, to Flip Flop. Still getting used to all the names.
Me too. It's
I'm
hard.
going to hand you a bee to eat.
Hold on.
Do you have a spicy ridge?
Oh. Well, 49.
Oh, you have a table. Oh my god.
No.
Oh.
It's a 50-50.
Oh.
Did she wake up and choose violence today?
I did not choose violence today. So I don't torture the bee next to me.
All right.
Good.
And when you do it, I go, remember, those bees are okay. Don't eat buzz.
You guys pack up what little camp there is. Oh.
I take a piece of string out of my pocket and tie it around my finger.
Oh God.
Don't eat buzz.
12 strings.
Given enough years, you're going to look like a boxer.
Totally. Gonna have totally wrapped knuckles.
You won't even know you have fingers. You won't remember.
Start wrapping them around your tail. Little bows all the way up.
Or you'll have to start taking them off to remember.
If she remembers.
If I remember.
So you pack up what little camp there is and you set out on the path, I'm guessing towards, as opposed to regressing.
No, because you said the light only went one way, so
Yeah.
we're following the light at this point, because honestly, there was no way back regardless, so.
Yeah, we have limited options.
Yeah, you would have to remember where you came from. And there's no.
No, I remember we even just, as soon as we walked out, we tried to turn around and there was no doorway back out or anything. We were just in the world,
Yeah.
so.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
I remember the question. If we're going City of Residuum and Red Magic's not supposed to happen there, didn't he say another portal is going to open up to bring us back?
No, you're actually headed for the city of Deep Isla on the island in the middle of the Great Lake.
Oh, okay. I thought we were getting there. It's just like, what? No magic? What?
No. That's the city that Robin or I'll get it. Poppy and SHYLO were from.
That works because I really this works. I continue on asking about what happens with magic when you get to Residuum, and I start to panic because I don't remember where we're going, and now I think we're going to the city of Residuum.
Fair enough. Does anybody try to assuage your fears at this point?
Where are we heading anyway?
Wait, are we aware of your
tower
fears?
in the
Like, are you
forest.
freaking out loud, or is this just...
Well, like, what happens if you appear there? Like, are we gonna get in trouble? Are we gonna get arrested? We get set up to be the people to see if a portal could be opened in there and be undetected, so someone could travel freely back and forth without needing to take a boat.
We're not going to Residuum.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem. But
That was perfect.
That's why I was like, what? Why are we going there?
Okay.
Aaron,
and at the same time, I'll look over you. But I totally get it, man.
you do have 2 auspice dice if we had mentioned that.
Okay.
Put them in front of her.
I did.
This way she can see them.
Oh.
So she can see them. Ta-da. Barring Aaron's objections, this conversation happens several times over the next 8 hours of travel.
100%.
Yep. Okay. So you wander.
And I never call the city the correct name because I can't remember the correct name, so I keep calling it Residuum City, City of Residuum City, like, yeah. Residity, or, like, yeah, it's every name I can think of, it's not the correct name because I actually don't remember the correct name.
You spend 8 hours walking. There's not much else to do here. You can't forage. You can't find food. You're in the middle of a lake. You can keep walking as opposed to do a kind of a forced march for an additional 8 hours, try and knock some time off and maybe get there quicker. Your best guess last session was about 3.5 days of walking. You've done one.
And we have no supplies,
And you have no supplies.
so we're gonna die.
It's
So
entirely
we're
possible.
eating someone.
I start taking a couple steps backwards.
You do notice, though, at the end of the day, you were not famished. You're fatigued, but you're not particularly hungry or thirsty.
I think I know, but I don't think Shu would have figured it out. So,
Well, she's not stupid, is he?
his intelligence is 0, so it's not bad. But his wisdom is 4. I'm more just he's not used to a lot of physical labor and stuff, so it's different in
How
general.
are we gauging the passage of time?
By how SHYLO pees.
Oh,
But
so we
but
have-
has that
there's no
changed
other-
because you're not taking water in?
Probably has.
Yeah.
Maybe bodily functions are altered in some way. So
Honestly, at this rate, you guys are just judging by fatigue. You
Yeah.
walked for 8 hours. You've been walking most of your life because, well,
That's how you interact.
Can I
You ever
make,
hear of a fat apostle?
can I make a survival check to kind of
Absolutely.
try and keep track of time?
Yeah.
Ooh, 18.
yeah, you think it's been somewhere around 8 or 9 hours. You're because you're in the middle of the lake right now. You have no real landmarks. The
Yeah.
mountains, like way behind you, but they're really wavery, and it's hard to see distance at
Mhm.
great distance.
Like that heat shiver you get on the highway.
Kinda,
And
yeah.
the sun's not moving, so it's just basically been me just trying to keep track of
Yeah.
time in my head as we go.
Counting steps,
Yeah.
whatever other tricks you do to keep track.
Have we seen anything that's frozen in time, like any creatures or anything?
You, from time to time, see large, creepy fucking shadows in the water below.
We're still on the lake.
No.
You're still on the lake. It'll be a 3-day walk on the lake. You've
Oh, really?
now
Okay.
completed day 2. Again, you can walk on. You're only physically tired. You're not hungry or thirsty
Hmm.
to any appreciable means, more than you were when you left.
What do we usually walk in a day though? Like, because I mean, I always split it up, and we do 8, maybe 10 hours of rest just for between
Yeah.
watches and stuff. But that still leaves like 14 hours. So I guess
Typical day of travel will be about 8 hours because it's like a river trip where you rest for
you
8
gotta
hours.
get up.
You bookend on either end with 4 hours of relaxation, and then 8 hours is your day of travel.
That's fair. No,
Maybe a stop for lunch in there somewhere, but you bookend. You break up the day so it's not all walking. And because the light is homogeneous all the way through, just an ambient light, you can still travel. You can still see it, what you think might be night.
yeah.
So there is a passage of time kind of going.
You can't, so there's no day night cycle,
Yeah.
but just your internal clock, you
Oh,
can
okay.
feel a passage.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But
And
none of us
actually,
are feeling.
Shiloh, intelligence check at advantage. Because I'm guessing you were because you took the note.
2 really shitty rolls.
How shitty.
A 9 and an 8, but I gotta add some shit to it. Intelligence?
Skill. Yeah. Intelligence.
Okay. That would be a 7 and an 8.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming that the stuff that Penroll gave you just went into your boob purse.
What did he give me?
What was it?
The feather.
I
and
think
all
Jeff took all that
Oh, did
stuff.
Jeff take it?
I just made note of it. We never really
Oh.
Yeah,
discussed
we
who
didn't
grabbed,
really
but
discuss it. Yeah.
Okay, well,
It's
I guess
definitely
if
not me.
anything, yeah, I
I'll tell you that
probably
much.
would have.
Take them.
Shy carries all my gear for me.
so out of 5, you succeed. So
Huzzah.
you feel,
Nailed it.
you feel in your boob purse this little metal thing.
Okay, I'm
poking
gonna
into the side of
pull
your
that
tit.
little guy out.
There is a pocket watch that you have.
I've.
It is a working pocket watch.
Oh yeah, let's use that.
Yeah, that
Pocket watch.
Correction.
that'll really help.
Correction. It was a working pocket watch.
Oh, so it's not ticking
it's
anymore?
not ticking anymore.
Hmm.
Mother.
Does the thermometer work?
Can I make a perception check of the general area and like all of us in general?
Yeah.
Like the fact that the pocket watch and just
Yeah.
a general wisdom perception? Ooh, that's pretty good. That would be a dirty 20.
Mm.
I'm thinking. I guess I should have. Perception was the wrong question. It's more of a.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea. I'm gonna throw it out, and I don't think time is passing in terms of us aging or things moving. We get tired because we're doing physical activities, but it's like being outside of regular. So we don't get thirsty. We don't get hungry. We only get tired from doing stuff, but everything is essentially frozen until we get to where we're going.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Hmm.
I don't like this place. It's fucking boring.
I was thinking about my true love in the other land waiting for me.
Well, the good thing is they don't have to wait. Well, as long as you're here, they're still there.
Oh, actually, that's a really good point. Oh, thank you. Now I can focus on planning my wedding. Aw.
Back to the ambient wedding planning. Oh my god.
It's like we've stepped just outside of everything. You know?
Yeah.
So the sooner we get back to the door, the sooner we can get back to ourselves.
Yeah. Let's try and push it. Push the pace, maybe.
Okay. Well, we should rest for tonight. I'm assuming. Like
Well, it's only been 8 hours travel, eh?
Been 8 hours of travel. 8 hours of walk.
Are we feeling tired?
Again, physically because you've been walking all
Yeah.
day, but you can push it.
What if we
Are
pushed
you
it?
feeling tired still, Rob?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
go
I still get physically tired. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you can ride my tits too and take breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
riding a horse.
You're step on the water.
Nope.
Mhm.
At night, I climb out to walk along, walk around, but you don't want to walk at my pace.
No,
Because you're reasonably well rested, you can do another 8 hours without exhaustion. I'd let you do an additional 8 hours to push and get a level of exhaustion.
Mm.
I'd say do one more and not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Let's
one more
not
and
exhaust
no-
ourselves.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we got two more. We got 2 more days of this.
We also don't know exactly what's going to happen.
We
It's
might have
one
to
thing to
fight.
push; it's another to actually
Yeah.
get tired and have
Well,
something come
exactly.
up.
We have at least one more day of this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So day goes, or the next leg of travel goes without incident, because of again exposition. Mundus, the world, is almost twice the diameter of Earth, so you can see further.
Okay,
Where-
so the horizon's further away.
Yeah, because the curvature is
curve,
way
yeah.
less.
Mhm.
On Earth, you can only see about 3 kilometers before something your height disappears over the horizon.
Mhm.
So you can see twice as far. You can
Mhm.
actually start to see the mound, the island of Deep
That we're
Isla
headed to.
in the distance.
We are going to Deep Isla.
Yes.
Yes.
Not
I'm
Residuum.
so confused.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not
That
Residuum.
was- that
That's
was
where you guys
flip-flop.
are from.
Okay.
And Flip Flop has totally flip flopped it. Yeah, Flip Flop has flip flopped the
Yeah.
shit out of it.
The only time residuum came up was in a conversation that never happened.
Then now another character doesn't know where they are.
I'm busy planning my wedding.
Okay, watches as before, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Night goes by without incident. You wake up in what you think
Well,
Rough body approximation.
since I think our only food is Flip Flop's fish, which she's probably eaten.
Touch Seymour, I'll cut you.
Oh, I got no interest.
Ew. Do we
I
eat
just-
bees?
Well, Flip Flop has
I
been,
can.
but I don't offer her a bee this morning because if no one's getting hungry, she's not eating my bees.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're not hungry.
so. It's a new morning. Flip Flop. Do you choose violence?
Oh, the 17 ago.
All right,
That's good. My bee gets to live another day.
that's passive day. You wander in. By about midday, you reach the shore.
Hmm.
It's a nice navigable beach. Get up on the shore and you start wandering through the countryside and heading towards a very large city in the distance. Very bright even for here.
Can I pick up a rock?
You can certainly try.
I'd like to try to pick up a rock
Okay, you try and pick up a rock
without slipping off the path.
and your hand passes through it as though it's not there.
I spend the next 5 minutes trying to pick it up, not understanding what's going on.
Okay, you
Could we be like
Just like
adjacent to the ethereal plane right now, do you think?
You've completely lost me on all of that.
No, not entirely, because that's where I am.
No, my brother's warned me that that's where he's at, so
Didn't
it's
you
not
say
where
you could
we-
hear him more clearly now?
Yeah.
Hey, I can almost hear them. And you can
That's
actually...
why I'm saying adjacent. Not necessarily there, not necessarily in our plane, but maybe somewhere in between.
An interstitial realm?
I don't know arcane. I'm divine, so you
Yeah, well,
you've
ethereal,
lost me on this.
ethereal would be 100% a divine thing. Etherealness with ghosts.
Where
and
your family
That's true.
is.
that's where your. That's why I'm asking you. Is that's where your family is?
And you guys can hear echoes of... Sorry, what's your brother's name again?
Hiram.
Hiram. Hi.
High fly.
Hi,
Yeah.
Fly. Hi, Fly. You guys can hear the echoes of a voice from beyond that has his accent. You can't quite make out the words,
Mm-hmm.
but you can actually almost
Yeah,
hear
we can
Hiram.
hear ghosts better, and I mean, can't touch anything. I don't know. Just food for thought.
So traveling on, you see the light. It enters the city. You walk through the city streets. It's an abandoned realm. You can see the buildings. See doors and windows and fruit carts on the street, but no people, no living creatures. You wander through the town, following the light. It takes you Grand Theft Auto style, the most expeditious
Yeah.
way. You enter a building. You climb up a staircase. It's again reasonable. The whole city is lit, very bright.
What's the name of the city again?
Residual.
No, you're in Deep Isla.
Deep Island.
It's contagious. Wait, you have to say it again in one second. The city of
Deep Isla.
DEEPI
That's LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wind up a very tall tower. Wizard's tower, you might think.
Mhm.
there are
Does the
There.
path is leading us?
Sorry, Aaron, go ahead.
So as we go up the tower, I would like to keep an eye out for light switches, and I don't want to pass through a portal until I can locate the light switch.
Yeah. You get to the top of the tower. Get to the top of the tower, and you pass through a doorway that looks like somewhat like the vision, because what he showed you passes through a doorway and then into this darkened room. And you enter the darkened room, which is again homogeneously, reasonably well lit, not nearly as bright as the rest of the city. You look around the room. In front of you, the shining platinum line of magic leads you to a large portal. Looks very much like the portal that you entered to get into this realm. And looking around the room, you can see a table beyond the portal and a light switch.
Well, we're supposed to turn on the light, aren't we?
Hmm.
We have to step through the portal first.
Oh, yes. Right. Let's get out of this place.
I thought we had to turn on the light or hit the button
Yeah.
and then step
Oh
through.
yeah, I have one more question before we do the portal.
Yeah?
Why are we tied together?
You did that to take care of us, my dear. That was very well done.
Make sure no one falls off the path. You're really smart.
Ow! Oh, I'm gonna take this back. Take my-
I'm gonna look around for the button we're supposed to press.
Yeah, it is right beside the desk beyond the portal. You can walk around the portal. The portal is kind of sitting in the middle of the room.
I'm gonna go over and press the button.
Your hand passes through it.
Hmm.
We got to go through the portal to become solid to press the button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get out of
Let's
this.
do it.
Let's blow this popsicle
Yes,
stand.
let's go. I'm going in.
Okay, so Zorik,
I walk in.
you walk through, Aaron?
Yeah, I walk through.
Okay. Yeah, shoot. Everybody walks through the portal.
TPK.
No. You, as players, I can't make you do this, but as your characters, you remember stepping through the portal and stepping out of the portal. You're now in a darkened room.
That was quick. Wow, I've never teleported before. That was really neat.
It's exactly
It's
what you
just
said
like
it would be.
there.
It is exactly what he said it would be. You pass through a portal, and all you have to do, you're going to enter into a darkened room, is what he told you, and you just have to turn on a light switch.
So we got no memory of that
So now
like the
it
last 3
seems
days.
instantaneously.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the
It
last
is
3 days are out of our
instantaneous.
memory. Interesting. Well, who's gonna push the button? I can't reach.
Who's got dark vision?
Me.
I think I do. Let me check.
I just
I
make
don't think
light.
you do.
Yeah, I think it's just me. It's just me and Aaron. I think.
I've got illuminate, so
Okay,
I just
okay.
and it's cantrip, so
The
I
the
just.
room is lit up. You can see the light switch in front of you.
Does High have anything to say about it?
What are you asking him right now? Again, it would be like
No, I get it.
he's
Sorry.
He's still talking to you, and like he doesn't chatter at you constantly.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you pass through the portal, and he doesn't make any note of the event.
Okay.
As he,
I guess that is like that he speak up, or it's something he's suddenly like, well, we're finally back or whatever kind of. No, I had no idea. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna run up to the button. Can I jump high enough to
Fine,
press it?
either Dex or Athletics.
Oh, that's 100%.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, either acrobatics or athletics. You tell me.
Oh, 7.
Okay, it's like a 5. You shimmy up, and like it's MXE.
All right.
You slap the buzzer. The lights turn on. And you see a shimmering visage of Penarol appear. Oh, whoa. Yes. Welcome. Whoa. Welcome to my laboratory. My name's Penarol. How may I be of assistance?
Is he like a hologram?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
sort of a hologram.
But he looks like he's not.
Water-based holograms.
Yeah,
Sort of thing.
water-based hologram,
Hmm,
actually.
Okay.
Shimmering pool of Penarol.
Yeah. And you sent us here to turn the lights on?
Ah, one moment, please. You hear splash, splash, dribble, dribble, bloop, 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 bloop. Yes, of course, I sent you. Welcome. I'm glad to see you pass through the portal correctly.
Yeah. There's the snap.
Excellent. It is my duty.
We give you? Do we give you a feather?
Oh, no. You're supposed to pass back through the portal and return to Penarol.
Hmm.
Glorious and majestic real me.
Is the portal still there?
No. You see this watery being, this watery Penarol start doing his blub, 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 blub. And without putting his hand into his little splooshy pocket, he just drips on the back of his own hand, and you see it go bloop, 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 and the portal go bloop, 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 bloop in front of you.
All right.
Did
He's
we
a
turn the
hydromancer.
switch?
Yeah. Yeah. I jumped
Oh
over.
yeah. Oh, that's right. That's what triggered it.
On your thank you for visiting Penarol Tower. As soon as you leave, the lights will be turned off, and thank you for your visit.
Does this tower look exactly like the tower we just left, but made out of stone?
No, it's just at this point, it's a
Okay.
big empty room. There's a few pieces of furniture in the room that are covered with like just moving cloth,
Yeah.
just draping cloth, so it doesn't get all dusty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like he's moved out. He once
He
was.
just
here.
hasn't sent for all of his stuff yet.
Is the drapery like wedding dress white?
They are blackout curtains.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, I don't remember why we're here, so I'm not actually mad at it.
Yep. Well, none of us have any recollection of the last 3 days.
What is it like? It's just big pieces of furniture. I want to walk around the room and look at everything, and I'm disturbing dust and touching shit.
It's a mostly empty room. There's a few chairs. There is a large mirror in the room. There is a writing desk that was covered over. There is on the writing desk just a big button that says lights on it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So let's go get our stuff.
Yeah, I think we should head back.
Flip flop, let's go.
Huh?
Let's go back through the portal, flip flop.
And actually, you look through the portal and you can see Penarol working away in his new tower. And
We'll be back there in a snap.
Wait, I want to try something. Is there any small objects that I can pick up?
yeah, you look. You pulled off the sheets off of the writing table, and there's a small inkwell that is still left sitting there with the cap on it.
I'll throw Portal.
Okay, you throw the inkwell through the portal.
And
It goes through the portal. Seems to clink, 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 clink out on the other side.
but we
And
don't
you see Penarol look behind him and look down at the inkwell, and he looks through the portal, and you see him beckoning towards you.
Okay. Walk through the portal again.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
went through.
me too.
Same thing happens. You walk through the portal, and you're in the room. The portal is close behind you, and there's now a platinum shimmering magical trail that
Going
leads
all
you
the way back.
all the way back.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Do we remember
Yeah.
now from our previous
No,
experience?
you do not. You remember
This is all new.
You remember stepping through the portal, walking out of the portal. You remember stepping back into the portal.
I think
Yeah.
I think we pretty much have essentially the exact same conversation that we had the very first time that we came through the
But you
portal.
guys,
I
seriously,
joined together again.
what if in this alter world and alter land, my false love is here? What?
Well, maybe this is the way it was supposed to go. We just haven't realized this time.
I wish I were a hunter in search of certain food.
We should follow the yellow brick road.
Maybe that's why he called the spell the Wayfarer. Blah 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 blah.
Well, I suppose we might as well get going. There's not much more we can do.
Rinse, repeat. Until bedtime.
I taught everyone to do
Wait a
it.
minute.
Yep.
Do we have any understanding of following the lit path?
No, we would have the same conversation
the
about
exact
this.
Same God?
Yeah.
Well,
No, we haven't.
not necessarily.
We haven't. We might not even
Well,
run
well,
into
well.
him.
Because we're walking. We don't know where
You
yet.
don't know where
Okay.
yet. So
We're just
you-
following it because it seems to
It's
be
the
the only
only-
option.
Okay.
again, you get to the end of what you consider to be the first day through
Mhm.
survival checks. And
Yeah, roll another one if
Conversation.
you want. This one is also an 18.
you again manage to discern all the things you did before. You hunker down again, slightly offshore from the island, as best you can. You're starting to worry about food because you didn't pack provisions. And what the hell happened? This didn't happen on the way there. What's going on? Shiloh, as you do every night, what did you do?
Every night. I know there's something that I do every night. What is it? Can you give me a hint?
She is an obsessive whatter at night.
Oh yeah, she's writing in her diary. I forgot about that.
Ooh, what's the diary say
Yeah.
from the previous day?
You go to date it. You know the date to be whatever the date is. It doesn't matter at this point. And it is 3 days beyond. And there's a written record of
Oh my
whatever
God.
Shiloh has said for the last 3 days.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay, you guys.
You may have met your You may have met your true love, a god named Foolery.
This is really weird, guys, but like I write in my love memory book
Yeah.
every night, and there are 3 nights here or 3 days here that I have no recollection of us being in this weird world and me possibly running into my false on love and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't remember happening.
What? You ran into something? Sorry, you're saying we've been here
We've been
before?
here. We've been here. My journal
And
is talking like read yesterday's notes. Like it talks about us being in this weird land, and then the day before that it's all about Penarol being a jerk, and he's totally not my true love, and then maybe this other dude, what's his name? Foolery guy is possibly my true love. So we must have met someone here named Foolery at some point. Why is this even written here? I don't even remember writing this. You guys can read it if you want, but
This
only
is
take-
where I'm going to ask Hi.
Yeah.
Say, brother,
Yes, brother.
is it, have we gone through here before? Have you and I had a
What
conversation?
What do you? What? Sorry, I don't understand quite what you mean, brother.
You can hear me better now, right?
Yeah, just like
you can
before.
almost hear my friends.
Yeah, just like before.
And this has happened then before.
Yeah, you went through the weird blinky glowy light thing, and then you followed the twinkly light things, and you're really confused, and you can walk on water like you're in the ethereal plane.
Well, appears that we have done this before. That is how the spell works.
Does your brother remember the time when we were out of here? Did he remember it in here when we were out of here the last time?
I can always talk to you, brother. You're there.
Maybe we should ask him to remind us of this when we leave again.
Mm.
We have
I
a
tie
key.
a string around my
What's that?
She ties a string around her finger.
Nice. When we get back to the tower after we've spoken with the wizard, would you mind reminding us of this?
Of course, brother.
And then,
Oh,
maybe make a note of this in your journal this time as well.
just for the record, there's a few things you all have tried. There's the watch, doesn't work.
The thermometer doesn't work.
Thermometer will read 20 degrees.
Let's drop the feather.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We
Maybe
didn't
even
check anything when we.
Here, let me stand on your shoulders and we'll drop it from his
yeah,
hands.
drop it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I'll climb up her shoulders and like balance on top of her head as high as I could get it and drop the feather.
Does it fall normally?
Falls like a feather.
Hmm.
Wait, hits the platinum and is whisked off.
Mm-mm.
Are we over the water now or are we on the island still? Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
What direction was it whisked off in?
It goes towards the direction in which you are traveling.
Hmm.
So
And it's a
like,
bright light.
Yeah, it's the twinkly ground effect thing that is leading you.
so it's like when
Does the
when
Can
flip
we
flop
watch
through the
it leave?
Sorry, say again, Aaron.
Can we watch it take off or does it just disappear?
Yeah, you watch it and it goes zoop, and it travels like really fast, really
I take off
fast.
after it.
Okay, you cannot keep up, and the rest of the party is getting like tugged along by string.
I'm
like having a bad
she'll
dog
be
on a
able
leash.
to run fast enough until it hits SHYLO, who as a Goliath snaps you.
It spins.
Yeah. Like a dog at the end of the leash taking off after a squirrel.
And at that moment, I forgot why I tied up and I untied myself to take off.
Oh, wait. Ah, shit.
Does the compass read any direction?
The compass is going crazy.
So my guess of the feather is like, you know, once you threw the jar through and we saw it pop out the other side? But the feather's moving like that. Are we gonna run after her? Or just wait till she tires herself out?
No, we need to get her back.
Question is,
Oh, yeah,
does
she
the
might read the
lights,
path.
the path
She might
show up to
forget.
both of us?
All right.
What do you mean?
Like, does the path disappear behind her, leaving us without a path, or does the path?
She takes off after the twinkly path. You each see the twinkly path.
Okay.
We best get
Each
running.
person gets their own path.
Yeah.
We just don't realize it, I'm guessing.
I'm willing to bet Shy could run longer than
Mm-hmm.
Flip Flop. Although that cat's fast.
What other items do you guys have with you? I don't remember off the top.
Residium?
The
Chunk of gray residium.
the dull gray residuum, which makes up the breathless peaks, is actually glowing a weird amber color.
Amber?
Yeah.
Is it residium or residuum?
Residuum.
Can you spell it?
Residuum is spelled.
Oh, never mind. I spelled it. RISIDUUM.
Yep.
Glows faintly.
Glows faintly in amber color. Yeah, very faintly, but it is noticeable.
Okay. So the cat fucked off.
We were right. I'm trying to convince you to run after the cat.
I'll start jogging.
She might just leave the path if she gets distracted.
I'm used to running after my
Yeah.
true love. I can go for
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. You go
ahead,
I'm
I'll
pretty sure
try
you
and
have the
keep
highest
up.
con here.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, I just see you doing the peppy
Yeah.
review like.
Yeah, I do have high con too. I can go for days.
My con's not bad, but yeah. It's
How fast? What's your movement speed?
Mine's only 30, so you guys
Oh, okay.
just.
I won't stretch my legs and go faster or anything like that.
No, if you can catch her, go for it.
No,
I'll catch
no.
up
I'm
eventually.
pretty sure he'll stay on the path. I'm a little worried about
Is-
just Flip Flop.
Yeah, is what you're saying always split the party?
I'm not too. Here's the thing.
We got a choice. The party's split.
Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna go.
I'm positive that. I mean, this is just. I'm certain the cat will be fine because it's chasing the bright shiny. It's not.
But it's going faster than her, and it's going to get away from her, and she's going to forget why she's running after it.
But then she's going to see the shiny on the ground and follow that instead.
But
That's
till
hope,
she
but do you
loses-
want to count on it?
She's also gonna lose interest. In
I'm pretty sure. You know what, Shy? You go get her. I'll stay with. I'll stay with.
Okay.
Flip flop
I'll
or
go.
shoe fly here.
Okay, flip flop.
So we're splitting into
Yeah.
two.
The longer you chase the feather, the faster you and the feather go. You are not tired in any. The faster you go, you are less tired. You spend the better part and time just. You're so focused on the feather, time almost loses meaning to you. Before you know it, you have the feather in your mouth, and you are sitting at Penroll's feet. We pause.
I have put on my running tits to increase my.
Are they streamlined like
Yeah,
wings?
like
Are you lengthening your legs to give yourself extra
I'm
stride?
doing the Terminator run. Yeah.
The longer the run, the longer you
Can
run.
I stretch my legs?
Yeah, absolutely. Try it.
Oh my god. Okay, which one
It's
is
a
it?
0 level. You could just
Zero
do
level?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even have to
there's,
roll.
Don't have to
there's
roll?
no penalty for.
Okay, I'm gonna extend
You
my
could just do
legs
it.
slightly to increase my movement
You,
speed.
you do.
You
and
get
the,
10 feet.
and the
Yeah.
longer you run, the faster you go. And again, even
Look,
for
yeah.
you, the faster you go, the less time in your brain has meaning.
Do I notice this?
At
rapidity of-
first you do, and then after a moment, you blink your eyes, and you are out of the portal. You spill out brief seconds after
Oh, interesting.
flip flop.
Okay.
She disappears over the horizon, which is weird to you.
What the fuck just happened there?
No, I don't think I'd have any idea.
This is just weird.
Well, you mind if I hop on?
No, I might as well try
Do you have
and
a tail?
catch. Yes, I do.
Could I just ride on your tail?
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's not going to add any extra weight in terms of my car.
I imagine I weigh about 20 pounds.
I mean, I'm not nearly as fast, but I'll see if I can't get us there slightly.
All right, you go, brother.
Possibly more than that.
I'll
'cause I got
start
armor
running
on.
as best I can here.
Again, the longer the run, the faster you seem to go, the more time, the concept of time.
Eventually, I'm holding on to the end of his tail, like.
And even you, the longer you're in a faster motion, the faster you seem to go, and you're just holding on. You spit out of the other side.
Can I actually water ski behind his tail, holding onto his tail? Like this
It would
with
be
my
like
feet up
dragging
that?
your feet on the ground. No, you just.
Well, Yeah, I guess I got to get some metal skates on the bottom of these things.
Kitty, you catch the feather just as you come spilling through the portal, and you spill through the portal, and you just remember stepping through the portal. You don't remember how the hell you got a feather in your mouth, but you have a feather in your mouth.
It's my word.
You are then bowled over by Shiloh, followed swiftly by being bowled over by Shu and Poppy. And
We're all in a tangled
And it
pile
all
in the
feels
ground.
immediate to us
it
again.
feels immediate. You guys remember stepping through the portal. You don't quite remember what order you went into the portal. You just remember all stepping through the portal and all tumbling out together in just like a big fucking ball of people. And Penroll said, well, ooh, there's, you dilly-dallied in my office a little, I see. But, well, the things, give me the things. What did you learn?
Man, I think the feather's in her mouth.
Oh, that's fine. The feather, you keep the feather. It's a gift from me to your people.
The watch didn't work. The thermometer read 20
Okay, you're
degrees.
pulling out the watch.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick,
The,
tick.
we don't.
We don't
You
know
We
that.
don't remember any of that. Yeah.
Until you.
So you
something
hand him the
reminds-
watch. It works the same
Yeah, it
as
works
it did when you
fine.
went
The
in.
compass works fine. Your feather stinks. Whatever.
It's a stupid gray rock.
Yeah.
The compass, it's pointing north the way it should. He's like, oh, interesting. So tell me of your experience, people.
We teleported, pressed a button, and came back. And yeah, now you have to pay us money.
Well, yes. Slow science.
Science is boring.
Brother,
Yeah.
you wanted me to tell you when you arrived.
Tell me about that now.
You asked me when we could talk clearly. You remember when we were talking clearly? More clearly than now?
No, I'm afraid not, brother. If he mentions it, am I able to stop and remember?
You can make.
This is a fucky episode.
Yep. Can you make at
It's like
disadvantage?
some weird holodeck malfunction.
Yeah.
At disadvantage, can you make a? We'll make it a wisdom check for you. Disadvantage.
Can I name this session?
Let's see.
Time fuckery.
A 12 and a 19. So with the 12, that's a total of 16.
Ah.
And actually, I'm gonna spend one of my die just because.
Ooh, there we
Dirty
go.
20 for that now. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm gonna try.
Dirty 20 is a good marker.
Somewhere in the back of your mind, you vaguely remember having a conversation with your brother to remind you when you get there. That's as much as you can recall. But you don't remember when you had that conversation, but you do remember it was recent. Yeah, when we could talk clearly, brother. You remember?
Only a little. I remember
You-
asking you to tell me, but I don't remember when we spoke, huh?
You walked for days.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then you walked for days, and you were in a room, and you clicked a light, and the kitty cat did things, and kitty cats do, and then the kitty cat grabbed the feather on the way back and went running off like a shot.
So I'm gonna give Penderol a somewhat sanitized version.
Oh, that's Woodsy version.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Don't quite remember all of it. In fact, don't really remember at all. However, there was something that happened. I'm aware that there was some time. We just don't remember any of it.
Oh, this is horribly interesting. Horribly.
So I just rolled an intelligence check to see if I'd put together, like, the fact he said we had these days in there, and the fact that I always see her
He knows me
journaling.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20 on my kind of making that connection, so I'm going to turn to...
Yeah,
to,
and you traveled with her long enough that you know she is obsessive about it.
Yeah,
My love book memories.
yeah, I'll mention that to her. Like, maybe check your journal, Shay. It's...
My love
Do you-
book.
Yeah,
Okay.
see if
I'll
you wrote anything in there.
flip into page 447.
You are approximately 4 days at a date.
Oh
You're-
my God,
You're-
guys!
You're advanced by about 4 days.
And I say verbatim exactly what I said the first time we discovered the journal thing. Like,
And at this point, I'm gonna look at the wizard with a real mistrustworthy look and go, "What the hell did you do to us?
I
Don't like being somebody's experiment."
it's no, not an experiment. Not an experiment. Proof of concept.
you could have destroyed my chance to find my true love.
No.
What if during these missing days were the days of like serendipitous meeting that were destined by the stars, destined by the
what's she saying?
by the fates, and I was gone. I was somewhere else.
I can prove to you. You haven't been gone more than a few moments. You were in my office. My assistant there. He greeted you. Did he not? Yes. You'll remember this.
Yeah.
You remember the far side.
So you mean water you?
Exactly. Water me.
I mean, I could get over the wet.
He greeted
He
you.
didn't really see
He
you.
opened a portal. You came back. There was very little time that passed. I assumed by the duration and the state of my office that had been reported to me by my assistant, that the flip flop went through some of my things, and that's okay. I see the inkwell has arrived. Thank you, flip flop. Vitally important. You are a credit to your people. Peace be with you. I swear, just a second. He leans out the door. Hallelujah! He screams out, "It's raining, man!" You hear from That happened not more than what an hour or more ago. Would he remember? He's a drunk. He wouldn't remember that. He would never remember that. I swear to you, my associates, some of my sage associates, called me a bit of a madman for saying that there was something hinky with teleportation. You, my friends, have just proved it. You beautiful, majestic doll. It's only about a 12. He's had better.
Yeah.
You.
She's over him anyway.
Now your legs are probably still super long.
Yeah, they are.
You dream of loveliness. You are a genius beyond reproach. You have done something that nobody. And he taps your love journal. You have done something that nobody has.
Love book memories.
I'm sorry.
Or
Your
is it
love book memories.
Are you looking to be published one day?
Yeah, sorry, I do have. No, it's not something that has never been done before. You have proved, somewhat definitively, I would like to believe, that teleportation is not instantaneous, but rather a journey unto itself
It's really
that we simply do not remember.
I'm going to hug my journal to my chest.
May I read your
It's
facts?
really too bad that you don't have any of the evidence.
And Shu, your relative, your brother, again, proof again. I believe in the spirit world. I know it exists. I've seen it myself. Yeah, your brother is proof. What payment did I'm sorry. It's been moments.
There was 2 magical items each and 300 gold each.
While this is happening, I'm untying my rope from Supply because he's the only one that still had it.
Okay.
And winding my yarn back up. Not really comprehending why he has it, but just assuming that he did it.
Do you have any idea why you have more strings on your fingers, or do you even notice?
I have no idea.
But I'm sure she never does. Yeah, so yes, you know what? I tell you what. You do not need to stay with me. I will set you up in the finest inn, either Pesto's or Bob's, in town. The discerning of the finest inn is up to you.
Whichever one doesn't have shared bath.
And you have more than proven yourself with the tentacle rat incident and this. I can absolutely use individuals of your caliber.
Okay. Yeah. More work then?
Absolutely. I have jobs galore for you.
What do you think there, huh?
Well,
Seems like a good place to at least get started, huh?
Brother, you're here to do the good work, so
Yeah,
I'm only here to assist, not to tell anymore. That my time is through.
I do appreciate that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost it. Oh, she's back.
She's back. Is she back sound too? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, you just blinked out of existence there for a while.
The moment just turned off.
Oh,
Oh, fun times.
And I'm going to do one more insight check on him. Because, again, I think I might have been experimented on, and I don't like that. 17.
You were part of an experiment, but he was not necessarily experimenting on you.
Mm-hmm.
Take it as you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pesto's or Bob's?
Have we seen the two places?
Yeah, they're both
We know
frontier town, freaking.
Roughly the same.
Yeah, it's
Does Bob's at least have beef squatch?
beef squatch.
No, it's
I don't know if I've seen that.
it's Gene dresses up for a contest.
yes.
Wearing the burger
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
the burger suit plus a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
It is a franchise, but yeah, Gene is out front. It just is a cutout as beef squatch.
So we're going with beef squatch, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
It is the two hotels from for a few dollars more, where they're directly across the way from each other.
Mm-hmm.
or Bob's Burgers and Pestos are directly across the street from each other.
Wait, did we get our payment before we?
Oh, he's like, yeah, and payment will be all expenses paid for as long as you work in my employ. You may stay free of charge at Bob's.
Was that the payment that we?
I'm pretty sure.
And further work.
I'm pretty sure you offered us some magical items each.
Or money or something?
He was offering us more money, but I'm gonna guess free lodging
It's
at
probably
Bob's is more than the.
Oh yeah, the first
little bit of
thing was
money.
the magical item.
Yeah,
Right,
we got
first
the magical item and we got 25
Aaron
gold.
wants to
This
say-
was
Sorry, go ahead,
Story.
Aaron.
Is he when he tells us that it's free lodging? Do we have to go and tell the person?
No, he's going with you.
Doesn't he owe someone money?
No, he owes someone $5, and he explained that it is buckskins,
That's
like the skin of deer or like animal.
fair. Still don't understand that concept.
So it's like trading fish for services.
I don't know what kind of weird shit you get up to.
No, not those kind of services, my dear. Unless you're into that, which I have no problem with. The world is full of all kinds. Those who do it for fish and those who do not. Onwards to Bob's. He pulls you into Bob's.
Is Bob single?
Bob runs the franchise out of I believe he's based out of Sanford now.
He runs a franchise. Does he travel a lot? We could travel the world together.
Bob
Our
is
children would be so like
he
cosmopolitan.
has several children. They are
Ah.
unique and wonderful beings in their own right, and a very fetching wife to some. Anyways,
Some. I like.
uh,
Oh, there's children, boys, sons, twins.
not the best choice. Moving on.
Oh.
So he brings you into the hotel. He introduced you to the proprietor,
Bob.
and his name tag. If you work at the front desk, everybody who works at Bob's, the front desk attendant. Hello, my name is Bob.
Does he have a mustache?
It is a fake mustache.
There
Hello.
can't be a burger of the day.
Hello. Welcome to Bob's. Will it be booze, burger, brothel, or bed and lodging? And Penrose, bed and lodging, for 4. Stop. He's not super surreptitious about this, but he's clearly trying to like
Keep the cost down a little, maybe.
keep the cost down. Wonderful. Will there be food included in your meal? Did you want a Bigfoot burger, Squatch burger? What do they call it?
I just remember he was beef squatch. I don't
Beef-
remember what the
That's right,
actual
we'll go with
burger
beef squash.
was. Okay.
Would you like?
Maybe chive my car.
Maybe you can chive my car. There, we have the continental breakfast featuring beef squatch burgers in the morning. We have a turn down service. Would you be wanting the turn down service? And Penrose's like, no. Just see them to their room, and they will be staying. The tab is on me. Penrose, you know me, of course. Good night, all. It has been a fruitful day.
Wasn't there some extra gold owed to us?
I'm paying for your room and board, and yes, we'll see you in the morning for talk of more work.
All right.
This guy's super shady. I love him. He just totally screwed us.
No, to be fair, it was a like in reality, it would have been you walking through a thing, her fucking around in a room for 5
Right.
minutes, and then
Hmm.
you walking
this is
through
good.
it.
But we proved to him it was a 3-day mission.
More than that.
When you
Yeah.
move slow, but when we move fast, we managed to do the whole thing in
A day, like a day,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
even, 4 days. Shiloh retires to her room to work on her.
he
love
got us a
memories.
group room.
Yeah.
Her wedding planning.
Well, SHYLO returns to prepares to her room and finds at least one of the three of them probably already upstairs and in said room.
Yeah.
Again, you open your love book memories.
My love book.
That is 4 days out
memory.
of sync. You look at the calendar.
Mhm.
You probably at some point double check with the front desk attendant, Bob, whoever Bob happens to be at that moment. And they reconfirm that yes, the date is 4 days prior.
Mhm. It's now day 449 in my journal instead of 447. And 432 of those pages are intricate, detailed wedding plans.
And then some talk about a compass and a feather.
Compasses, feathers, little random bits of things that have happened, but mostly wedding.
I do have a question. You said you turned to page 477. What volume is
40,
Sorry,
49.
449. What volume
Yeah,
is
exactly.
this?
It's like volume
Where's the
14. Yeah. Subsection 2.
And you only started journaling like last year.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm when they go up, I'm gonna linger down and talk to Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
Is there
Do I like my job? No, I
No, I assume you don't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was going to be your question. That's
I assume there's like a outside, like backyard type of area behind the building.
yeah, it's kind of grimy and dirty, but yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's outdoor though.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk to him about ERIN and turn to him like, I noticed you got a lot of some space out back you aren't using.
It's kind of where we keep the trash.
What about is there a way onto your roof?
Kind of an odd question. I guess you could climb up if you really wanted to. It's a roof. Do you want the attic room? I can give you the attic room. It's going to cost extra though.
No, I just want some outdoor space to set up a beehive.
Oh, you want to set up an
Good for
apiary?
the plants around.
Are they called apiaries? I think they're called apiaries.
Apiaries.
Yeah.
Apiaries.
And for the service, I'll give you a jar of honey each time I harvest. Which I'm assuming honey would not be easy to come by out in a frontier town.
Yeah, nobody's set that up yet. And we could actually use the sugar, so yeah. Yeah, sure.
All right, thanks.
I'll talk it over with management and I'll let you know in the morning.
It is Bob, right?
It's Bob for now.
Don't tell them it'll take like 6
You have a conditional name?
It is the policy of Bob Cork that to make it easier on patrons checking into Bob's, purchasing Bob's burgers, or otherwise partaking of Bob's brothel or Bob's booze, that all attendants be named Bob.
So do they only hire people who are named
Hey,
Bob?
you're in your room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Darn.
And I am not at liberty to give you my real name, except that it is Bob.
Okay, Larry.
Also not my name.
Okay, yeah, just let me know where I could set it up and I'll get going right away.
I'll let you know in the morning if management will allow it. However, sir, this is a frontier town, and this is a bar and a brothel. And there's a bar and a brothel across the street. Not that I'm ever supposed to talk about it.
No, that's why I was thinking your roof.
We have people all over the place. Some of those fuckers can fly.
Mm.
Probably not the best. You might want to try out of
Put it
town
under your bed.
at one of the quieter farmsteads that are
Oh, I should
starting.
get a farm. Oh, that's a good idea.
Rent.
Can I interest you in a Bob's Burger before bed?
Oh, no, thanks. It
Okay.
smells awful.
We have a beef squash burger on special. It'll also be part of the continental breakfast.
I love
Come
it.
on, let's go upstairs to bed.
Well, brother, you survived your travels.
The first ones, yeah.
It's the closest we've been together in years. And
Not sure how y'all did this.
it's rather nice to nearly see you again.
It's nice to have you around too, bro.
It's very clear. Not like this echoey bullshit we've got to deal with right now, but you know, some things better left in. You all hunker down in your group room for the night.
Oh, it's a group room?
It's a group.
Okay. No, that's cool.
I went for a drink at the bar first.
Yeah, I don't take up much space.
One good stiff drink.
There's Bob's Burger. There's There's Bob's Bisky. It's just whiskey spelled with B.
Whiskey.
Yeah,
Or
whiskey.
bisky.
There's Bob's Vodka.
Of a blogger.
Blogger. Yep. Where's your blogger? Which-
Live and die.
Would you like a less than complimentary Bob's Cigarillo?
No, thank you.
All right then.
Where's a good place to meet single men here?
You could come to Tuesday nights. Every Tuesday nights, ladies drink free at Bob's.
Bob Stravaganza. Oh, really?
Come on Tuesday nights. Ladies drink free. And there are like signages everywhere, like looking for wife.
Oh my god.
And like crudely drawn pictures of guys like standing there all like
With like huge dicks.
no, it's never pants, but it's shirtless and like lumberjacky and or holding up a prize cow, all extolling the virtues.
Holding out fish.
Yeah,
Holding out fish.
yeah.
Holding out fish. Holding out fish.
Extolling the virtues of their logging camp, mining
Fishing.
camp,
Fishing.
yeah, fishing, hunting.
They're dead deer. They're dead deer.
It's all the worst parts of the Yukon Gold Rush.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Lots of raccoon tail hats.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
There is even a section outside of the city walls, a Jubilee Laundry. It's like an encampment of Jubilee, who are like the gelatinous people, and they've started a laundry.
Oh,
Like to
interesting.
burn all the dirt off.
You don't know.
we haven't paid attention to where a cat is. Is it dead?
I just, you made me think of that, Tom. I had to send that.
Okay. You are given a room. Do you partake in the room, or do you wander around aimlessly?
Has she moved in with an entirely different family?
Sat outside a random room.
Start looking for the room that's got the best sunlight.
It changes throughout the day. Some of the rooms are empty, and you curl up in the sun, and then the sun moves, and you wander around to the next room. Sometimes the doors are locked. If you're really ambitious and try and pick them, let me know. Otherwise, you'll walk into rooms, and people will be like, "What the hell?"
Do you meow and paw at locked doors and like until someone opens them?
Yeah, the paw goes under a little bit.
The place gets pretty rowdy at night, but dies down around 2 due to civil ordinance.
When is Tuesday? Is it coming up?
We'll say a week away from
Oh,
Tuesday.
damn. It's Wednesday.
But even still, if you're down in the bar, you're hit on by every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
I'm going to stay to chaperone.
It is going to be so hard to pick my true love
Where is
out
it?
of
Tom,
this
Dick,
mess.
Harry, and
Remember what we
Tom,
talked
Harry.
about. Standards.
Standards, yes.
It's not just on
This is something
Remember,
that I need to
You're
have.
worth the best guy here.
You're one of the only single non-ladies of the night in the place.
But she's also bigger than most of the dudes.
Yeah.
He is also bigger than most of the dudes.
Yeah, but what a way to go.
Yeah, totally.
You see how big those things can get?
You get some shady looks from the women who hang out on
Ooh,
the
the
stair,
balcony.
the balcony in their pretty dresses
Ah.
and their pretty name tags.
Oh, are they all Bob? Bob?
No,
They're all.
that would be
Barb?
cute.
They're all Barb.
Babette.
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 Is there like a piano player in the corner?
And when we are traveling long distances, I'm always walking around on my own.
Yep.
I only ride the war titties into
Yeah,
battle
into battle. Yeah.
or for travel.
Make a wisdom check if you're wandering around the bar at night. Lots of gambling.
Is this wisdom check insight or
Like a spot search kind of thing.
Okay. Perception. Oh, I do not have perception as a. But I rolled good. 14.
All right. You see at the foot of one of the poker tables small green crystal that you recognize oh too well. Even to you, it's only about yay big.
Where is it? Just laying on the ground.
Just laying on by a leg of the table. It looks like it's been kicked there by a boot. There's lots of you're looking at.
I'm going to wander up to it and basically make a sleight of hand check to just like walk down. Oh, my shirt's untied. Pick it up and
give me some
stuff it in my
dexterity.
sock or something.
Give me some dexterity.
16.
You easily slip it up and into your boot and shuffle away, all nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the poker tables, people are gambling with a little bit of everything. There's money, there's gold, silver, copper, there's watches, there's rings, there's
He had a coin, Residium coin.
there's gold teeth. There people are gambling with residuum. There's all sorts of shit that they're gambling with, and this just happened to get knocked off the table. And maybe it was part of a larger piece, but you've got a small fragment of it now.
I'm looking around to see. Then I'm gonna post up and just look around to see if I could see where it came from. See if I see anybody else playing with large quantities of it or any quantities.
There is a large, fucking extremely fat tabaxi with a monocle.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the fattest, greasiest motherfuckers you've seen of any species.
What's a tabaxi?
ERIN is tabaxi. It's a big
Cat.
person.
Cat.
Sitting at
Part tabby, part axie.
yeah, sitting at the table, they're playing some form of poker. You're not entirely sure. And yeah, he's got as part of his pot that he's betting with is small residuum crystals.
I'm gonna just keep an eye on him for the evening.
Okay.
Try and get overall feel for who he is. Try and sit near him and eavesdrop a little. If you want me to make a stealth check to kind of sidle up near him, I am only a foot tall.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna follow him around at a natural 20.
He sits at the same table most of the night. His name is Grimgrimmening Destroyer. Grimgrimmening Destroyer. And he is sure to correct anyone who doesn't call him Grimgrimmening Destroyer. With the pause.
Grim in ing. Does that spell grim? Then grim again?
Yep.
Then in? Then ing? INING?
Yep.
That grimmening destroyer. Okay. That.
Because cats always have over the top names.
Of course, yes.
He appears to be very adept at playing this game of poker.
You spell residuum with 2 U's, right?
Yeah.
He's really good at poker?
He's really good at poker. It seems like this is his profession, and he's doing well at it, given his ample size.
Okay. I'll after just sneaking up and just eavesdropping on him for a while to get a feel for him as a person, I'll just return to my friends. But when he leaves, I'm gonna try and sneakily follow him home to see where he lives.
He actually.
Did they talk about what he does around town or anything?
You get the feel that he is here every night, gambling his life away. He's come here because full of rubes and idiots, and nothing he quite liked better than a rube or an idiot.
Like just here as a pro gambler.
He's just a pro gambler, and he follows the stupid.
Does he call them the MAGAs?
Yeah, he follows the stupid because you follow the stupid, you get the money.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really a braggart. He's very Lee Van Cleefy.
Yeah.
Ooh, sexy.
So
kids.
he's kind of quiet and
Yeah.
Arrogant.
And fat and greasy.
He's a cat.
Yeah.
Fat and greasy.
Yeah.
There's a grandfather clock in the room. You hear the clock strike midnight. He mid-game folds, grabs his shit, does one of these, stands up from the table, does this down the line of women, points at one of them, and then waddle fucking
Gross.
grosses his way upstairs, grabs this woman, and goes into a room.
Okay.
You get the feeling just from hanging around from some of them who've played with him before. He does this every night, midnight on the dot. He never plays past midnight.
Does he stay here or does he go home afterwards?
Oh, he stays here. Stays
Like
here. This is where he's living. He stays in whatever room he's paid for the night. He doesn't really have his own room from the looks of it. I don't know.
How long has he been here?
As long as I've been here, but I've only been here a week.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking of taking up this card game here. He seems to be the best player, and I need somebody to teach me.
Oh, he won't tell you shit. He barely talks during games.
Well, thanks for talking. No, walk
See you,
away.
little dude. And the ding, 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 ding
in the
goes on.
background.
Yeah,
Mhm.
plink, plink, talking loud. You're
I'm drinking
Right at the bar.
delicately because I want to make good choices. Because Poppy asked me to make good choices for once. So I'm being a good friend.
you were approached by no less than every man in the place.
Yeah, soft.
Or there's about what SHYLO would figure every man in the place.
Unfortunately, I am looking for a non-public nose picker. Thank you.
Yeah, are a single one of these men worth your time?
They are dirty from digging in a hole all day,
they
or they're dirty from fucking. And this place is not the best smelling place when it gets hopping. Actually, the later it gets, the better it smells because the more it smells like alcohol.
And the drunker we are.
The drunker you are, and the less it smells like sweaty dudes.
What are people coming to this town for? Like, what's the resource in this area that everybody's
Prospecting.
coming here for? Is it gold rush town? Is it fishing? Is it?
There's logging, there's mining, more quarrying than mining. The fact that this was like the first settlement that they did in the area
Mhm.
had a lot of resources pushed into it. So there was a lot of public money. There was a lot of free land set up where if you promise to work this hillside or this mountainside,
Yeah, you can have
it.
Yeah.
The other,
And we take X%, but you take the line shit. So
as indicated by the singles poster board outside, it's a big fishing town too. Lots of fish.
lots of fish. And actually, yeah, there is fishing because it's the mouth of a river.
Nice.
So we're sort of essentially like the hub town for this section of the West. So
Yeah,
that's the draw is
Yeah.
where the
But what I'm kind of getting at is there any old money frontiersmen here trying to strike it rich out on the frontier?
You through a night of carousing, you gather that there is some old money. The old money is well connected and typically has sent over emissaries
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
to suss it out. It's still really new. It's Quebec City or Montreal in the very, very early days,
Mm-hmm.
where
There's a
the
lot of
government-
people, but
yeah.
it's ramshackle.
the government has sent over people and
Sort of religious
and settlers
organizations.
and religious
yeah.
organizations.
There's still indigenous people there who are somewhat self-governing. It's
Yeah,
just, yeah.
It's very early days. It's year one, basically. So the money itself is not comfortable coming yet because it's not civilized enough.
Mm.
But more and more, so every town, every settlement is governed by a champion. The governor, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Is he single?
There you go. Now you're thinking right. Now you're thinking right.
And now that year one has kind of gone by, they're starting to attract higher tier adventurers. So Penarol, for example, would be like a higher tier or retiring adventurer. So you're starting to see like the Conans wander into town.
Yeah.
And just a glut of farmers, miners, you kind of guys who just come in, look searching for wealth and adventure. You're not sure what you're doing. You're doing something.
Well, I know what I'm here searching for.
I spend most of the night in like a corner, a little booth corner with a couple loggers. I don't get hammered, but I have a few. Talking with Hiram, just discussing like some of the old days. He's probably trying to teach me some trick, but I'm not paying attention.
You're approached by two or three women of the balcony. We'll call them. Hello. You want services? You look clean. New to the most.
No, I think I'm all right then. Yeah,
A bath. A back massage.
No, I'm just gonna have a conversation with my brother for a bit. Thank you.
See then. That's kind of the reaction you get. Like, ooh, all right then. Yeah. Everybody that approaches you, greasy, dirty.
That's
smelly,
totally fine because
ready.
Shiloh is remembering the 3 T's of true love, which are T, trustworthiness, and the hygiene.
The hygiene.
Whether you accept them or not, at some point your table is like filled with drink.
Oh, God.
The servers are just like stacking them up at a certain point. Whether you're drinking them is up to you.
You're Goliath in giant constitution. You could probably just keep downing it.
I'm going to start drinking.
All right. Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Hey, Shiloh, you mind if I grab a couple of these?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to grab a couple of them and go back to those gamblers.
Yeah.
Dirty 20. They all get ruby.
Yeah. And take some of these to them
No,
and just sit
no
down with them
rubying in this game.
and just chat with them about gambling and get them to
They
teach me stuff.
oh, little guy.
Every once in a while, I'll go back to the table and get them a couple more drinks as long as Shy's
Fine,
supplying.
take them. Yeah.
And you get the laments of like, looks like my son, but with a beard when I left him. He's back on the ass.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Hello, guy.
And I'm doing my best to just sit in there and like, I can't just take it.
Yeah.
And as this goes on, eventually I'm gonna turn to them and like, and further thought, I don't know if this card playing's for me, but is there any other action in town?
The little guy wants to
Oh,
inside.
No, I mean gambling.
Oh, hey. There's an illegal dog track on Tuesdays at James Farm. And he points like clearly the direction of the harbor.
the James Farm.
Okay, I'll be sure to check that out. Thanks. And
You see Bob behind the front desk, and you see a large half-orc come out of the back, grab a guy, waddle out the front door, and back into the bag.
when he got all weird like that, am I just guessing it's from drinking too much?
He had actually was
did
drunk when he took your beer.
Okay.
Like,
So it's not like, oh, this guy just got roofied.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
no roofie.
Just making sure.
And in fact, he was doing the after the comparison. If you give him another one, he's like, "Yay, my son brought me another beer!" Woo!
He got kicked out. He was.
Oh, because he passed
He
out.
just passed out. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got
If you
too
can't buy drinks, you get
Yeah,
out.
if you
Yeah.
can't purchase or
Yeah,
play,
you get
you
out.
get out.
Nice.
And as the night goes on, they stack them like cordwood in the front. Night is rambunctious but relatively uneventful.
Too many teethless men. I play aloof, laugh a little bit at their jokes, but not too much, and drink all of the drinks.
They're all rude. They're
Disgusting toothless nose pickers.
yeah, and they're not particularly nice to you on rejection. You know, everything you would expect from a frontier town,
Mhm.
but nobody is physically hostile to you.
Good.
It's almost like they know they're going to join the cordwood out
Mhm.
front if they try anything.
Not to
Instead
mention the
yeah.
giant Goliath will probably snap them
And
in half.
instead of like my boobs are like slightly smaller than normal, and my biceps and triceps are like
Okay.
slightly larger. So I'm
Okay.
like, yoked.
Yoked. Skip leg day.
Mine wasn't too bad. I had like 3 loggers, chatted a bit, went back to the room and slept.
Oh, I thought you meant you were chatting with loggers.
No,
Because there are loggers.
I was interested too.
No,
I'm like,
that's what I thought,
chatting
so-
with my brother over like 2 or
Okay.
3 loggers, and then mine is not a crazy night.
I was gonna run the whole thing of you run into loggers and they're really confused by you talking to yourself when you're talking to them, but
I want to hear about the loggers.
I'm sorry I ruined that,
They
guys.
seem like really nice guys.
Yeah.
Are they single?
All right.
okay, you go to your group room. Night passes completely without incident. Cock-a-doodle-doo, says the town rooster in the morning.
A doodle doo, a doodle doo.
Doodle-doodle-doo. You wake up, and there is a note, little standing card note, like it's a reservation at a table. It says, "Come see me."
Who said that?
It says the note scribed on it says, "Come see me," and then it says Penroll in like this
All
big
dramatic.
flourish.
This is the next morning.
Yeah.
Is it wax stamp sealed, like with like what do you call it? An ex libris?
No, but it is strangely moist.
I know I'm saying that wrong.
I know
Exactly how to pronounce
it's a
it.
signet ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it is strangely moist.
Ew.
Yep, standing.
Damp roll. I'm gonna start calling him. So we have to go get a job.
One last thing, Aaron.
Yep.
Flip flop.
Frippy Froppy.
Yep.
Did you get into any trouble last night?
What?
Did you get into any trouble last night?
No, I at some point run up and down the halls and run a few laps around the room and then lay down in the middle of the bed, right, like smack dab in the middle and fell asleep.
At 3 a.m. All of the running around.
Yeah. She curled up by your head and pushed it out a joint. You
Oh no, wait. Did you curl up into like the cinnamon bun roll, or did you do like the stretch out one leg over her?
and paw.
You were cinnamon bun?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it was a day of nonviolence. So you wake up with a slightly moist note at your door.
On the door?
At the foot of the door. So you open the door and there's a little like standing like a reservation card would be on a table,
Yeah.
but standing just outside your door. So you open the door and you look down and you see this little reservation card that says "Come see me," and then it says Penroll in very flamboyant writing.
Do we get breakfast?
The continental breakfast is out, consisting of beef squash burgers.
Do they
Yeah.
look good?
They look like a hamburger with a fried egg and some like crinkle cut hash browns.
That sounds
on it.
pretty good.
A piece of sausage and a piece of bacon.
I'd eat
I
that.
kind of would eat.
I mean, it would give you a heart attack
Yeah.
after a few years, but
So there's this note on the ground. I step on it and go get breakfast.
It's slightly moist and your foot is slightly moist.
I probably see the note
Oh.
afterwards, though, being it's at belly button level for
Yeah,
me.
it gets crunched down when she steps on it, and after she walks away, it back up again.
Yeah. Pick it up and
It's slightly moist. Yeah, it just says, "Come see me." And roll.
looks like we got work already, guys.
I hope it's not teleporting.
I wouldn't mind doing some shopping first, though.
Mm. Do we have money?
We do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just got
we got 25 gold.
Oh my god.
He said lodging, so at least basic food is covered.
Yeah, I don't want food, though. It's not what I'm looking for.
One of the morning women at the balcony are out. "Hey, sweetie, still open if that's what you're looking for."
To me,
Yeah.
I look at her and go, "All right, I've been doing it."
Fine, suit yourself.
Or more likely, open for what?
Business. And she kind of like lifts up her, because you're so low to the ground, and she's up on the balcony. Just does one of those.
Are you looking for a doctor? My friend here is a good doctor.
You have a terrible looking injury.
Never mind, cutie.
Because I assume you don't talk about sex. You talk about love.
Love.
Yeah.
Only true love.
Yeah. Very chaste, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, she's.
Everything is immaculate the first time.
Let's just say she's been a virgin more than once. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. Who's back, Yeah. So, are you looking for shopping?
Yeah, we might as well do a little quick.
Well, I'm wondering if there's anywhere around the.
There is a general trading post.
Okay, well, I'm going to go into the general trading post.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Flip Flop and take her with us to the store.
Okay.
Which is probably a terrible idea. Oh yeah, the breakfast.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is
Yeah.
happening after breakfast.
Yeah.
I'll sit and watch
okay.
you guys eat.
After
Yeah,
breakfast.
we'll go have breakfast with the cat.
Yeah, don't take my breakfast away from me.
No, God, no.
It tastes strangely of beef and not of fish, and you don't know whether you like that or not. Yeah. So after breakfast, you guys head to the general trading post.
Why?
No, you don't, Rob.
Oh, okay.
There's a second one.
Oh, sorry. Being passed notes. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
You don't need to. You just prefer it. We'll say.
And while I'm thinking about it, because I cannot forget those straps.
Oh, yeah. I'll grab that before we leave.
Yeah.
Tying a string around my finger.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking of.
Okay, there we go.
I'm like, I'm gonna forget
He's
the
not.
second it's time to go.
No,
I won't say something.
I won't now. Head to the general trading post.
Okay. Do they have any weapons like crossbows, bows, guns, anything like that?
They have hunting bows. They do not have crossbows. And hunting bows is as much as they have. Weapon-wise, they'll
And
have...
I assume that there's no hunting bow that I could possibly use.
Not here. Oh,
Yeah.
God, no. It would be too big. It would be like the biggest longbow you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
It would be ballista-like to you.
Yeah. I'll ask him if he. Sir, do you happen to know if there's any chance I could get like crossbows or down here?
Jesus.
I'll climb up on top of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. I'm looking for a crossbow or a gun or something that I could hold, something my size. Do you know where I might get some? Can you import them?
You look down into the case,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like just guns and
Oh.
little like hand crossbows. And to you, they're like fucking cannons. You're
Yeah.
like across from.
Use it for travel. Put it on the ground. Okay, here I come.
There are some what would be for human-sized people wristband crossbows, which would be like a heavy crossbow for you.
What about a little pistol?
There's a Derringer, but it's still you'd have to put wheels on it to like properly like.
What were those little adorable little pocket? Is that a Derringer?
Derringer.
The little teeny
Yeah.
cute ones?
Is there anyone around here that makes them where I could maybe get a custom job done?
You might talk to Pennerol down the way. He might have a wand you could use.
Okay. Well, what about
He's different.
Yeah, I gather. Is he trustworthy?
Oh, he's good enough. He pays his bills. He orders nice. He doesn't cause shit around town.
Okay, well, what about that little crossbow? That little tiny one?
The wee little thing right there. It's a beauty. I got it. Back in '06. Wait. Oh, yeah, there it is. And he's like looking up the price of it. Because I'm looking up the price of it. Let's see. Crossbow. It will be, we'll call it a dive bore. Has a little hand crossbow. And he's got little bolts
Oh,
for
okay,
it too. No, it is 1 die 4. For you, it'll work out to be a heavy crossbow,
Mhm.
but it's only going to do die 4 damage.
Okay.
So it would be a 2-handed for you.
Do they have perfumers that too rare for a dirty rough town like this?
If you're asking, yes. Come over this way.
Oh,
How much?
You.
I don't need to see it. I just thought I was hoping it would be rare around town because I have a bottle.
Well,
And I was going to try to barter.
He has perfume. It's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would he be interested in purchasing a high quality?
25 gold, Rob.
All my money. I'll take it though.
An
Does
exquisite.
that come with bolts?
It'll come with 15 of these little dark thingies,
Okay.
if you want to call them bolts.
50, did you say?
15, 1 5. And
What
look-
about range?
Quiver, look at how cute this is and fit on your wrist right. Oh, okay, never mind. It might fit.
I strap it around my back.
6120 range or
It will be. Why didn't I look at that?
that'll come up
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And conveniently, all of my money. All right.
And it will be 40 and 180 for the range. Bookmark on the stamp page now. There we
I don't
go.
want to get stuck with something flying over my head.
Let's see what you got there, Missy.
This is a rare, unique, artisanal, handcrafted, organic bottle of perfume.
Let's see. Is it
I
one of
have-
the squirts, or is it a drip?
It is whichever one is the most expensive.
Squirt.
Yeah, squirt, squirt.
Lovely work. It's been traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Half full.
Mm-hmm.
May I?
Hmm?
Squirt. Ooh. Would you like it in trade or barter? You get double for barter.
Ooh. So I could get more money if I
In-store
trade stuff.
credit.
Yeah, I'll do trade.
versus-
I'll do trade. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. It'll give you 50 gold credit.
Taking it.
What about this fishing rod? Got any interest in
50
this?
store credits.
Yeah.
It's we.
It's a nice fishing rod.
You.
How much is it?
The child's rod won't fetch much. Give you double for store credit.
Okay.
1 copper.
All right. Deal. I just don't want it in my damn inventory. Nobody wants it.
1 copper store credit.
Flip flop. Do you want anything at the store since
I'll take the 1 copper since I have
have a little
zero
bit of money?
That's store credit.
1 copper of store credit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. What copper? Can I get a flower for a copper here?
You could get some penny candy. Penny candy.
Okay, I'll grab a penny candy.
Yeah.
These like candy.
Yeah.
There's a little one of those red and white mints.
Mhm.
For you, it'd be like yay big.
You could make them like sugar water with it. Your bees would love that.
Flip flop, are you buying?
So the second I walk into this store, I have a brief moment of being like, wait, I'm supposed to get something from here. And I walk up, well, I need sugar.
Oh, sugar? Yeah, we got lots of sugar.
Or flour, eggs, and butter.
Or let me hold that thought. I'll be back.
And shoot. Shoot.
Are there shiny things?
Oh, there's lots of shiny things dangling from the roof.
I turn around and I attempt to remember what I needed to get. Get distracted by something shiny.
There's actually outside the front store, the storefront window. He's got full of red liquid. Yeah, there is a hummingbird feeder with hummingbirds whirring around it.
Are they actually just like normal birds, but they go?
No, they're actual hummingbirds.
They really lie.
Yeah.
And I stop looking at other things in the store and I fixate on the hummingbirds up front. Slowly move my way to the door.
Are
Are
you
you
crawling
like-
on all fours now?
Can
Are
make-
you perfectly motionless except for the very tip of your tail is whipping around?
Yes. Exactly what is happening.
Can you make a dexterity stealth check, please? Hummingbird sense motive.
Oh no.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. You freeze. You slink down to the ground. You start slowly, painfully slowly crawling your way towards the door.
Yeah.
And after like your second step, you see them freeze, like stop, like doing the hover, lick, 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 lick thing. You see them freeze,
Yeah.
hover, and then straight up gone.
I immediately try and grab one.
They are outside the building, whereas you are inside the building.
Did you see jump into the window?
I don't know. Do you jump in the window?
And there go the fucking blinds again.
Door.
No, you were still in the building when you saw them out the window.
Gotcha. Yeah, I rolled up to the window and just like, and then I sit in the window, look for them.
Okay, yeah, you look high into the sky and you see they are gone. They are long gone. Shiny things in the store, Beckon. Shoe.
Have we seen you cast magic bolts? Yeah, in the fight against the little tentacle rats, you shot.
I'm just gonna get some basic supplies like
Okay.
food, rations, kind of things.
Rations. Get 10 days rations. Just trail rations for a gold.
Done. Don't really need much else at the moment.
I'm gonna buy one of the trail rations.
10 days trail rations for a gold.
Oh, wait, do I?
Did the little guy
49.
want a lolly?
I will buy him. Do you have any like little small mini packets of candies that are multiple candies in them, or can I pick multiple candies?
Getting gas station candy.
Yeah, like gas station candies. You know,
Why, yes, I have these little bags of gas station candy.
I love gas station candies.
One for a silver.
Hey, like, is there a whole multi-pack?
Yeah, it's like a multi-pack. There's like
Okay.
100 little candies in it.
Okay.
It comes in a little tiny barrel.
I'm gonna give that to Poppy. And how much was that?
I don't need candies.
Oh, I thought you wanted.
The barrel is
No, I just bought a penny candy to use that,
Oh.
but get the kitty.
Well, I'm gonna keep it for
Oh.
me. That was one gold. I'll give you a gold for it.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
it's a silver.
One bag out of.
Is there a medicine kit I can buy?
Yeah, there is.
And what would that run you?
We'll say it will run you 5 gold.
Okay.
And it will give you a +1 whenever you're doing any kind of medicine checks.
Do you have any candles?
There are candles.
Can I get like a small bundle of candles?
You can get
Medium-sized candles.
Yeah, 10 for silver. Get some lovely cloth here.
Are they like the long, like little
Yeah,
mini
the
paper
long-
candles? just
Yeah,
kinda-
little
yeah.
little
The
modern day
little- yeah.
emergency candles.
Yeah.
Some lovely dress cloth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this pink silky.
Ooh, pink. Wrong.
Oh. Seems to be very popular with the ladies here.
Mm.
Of course, it is the balcony ladies in both parts.
The color I'm looking for is buttercream.
Oh, I'm sorry, no butter. I can order it in for you special. Comes straight from Deep Isla.
I'd have to see a sample.
I'll see what I can do. Anything else, Bueller? Bueller?
I'm thinking. I don't know what to. I always feel unprepared going to the store.
It is more of a general store than anything else.
You see,
Yeah.
the armor I want, I'm not sure they'd have, and even if they did, I can't use it yet.
Oil wouldn't go amiss.
Yeah,
If
like-
they got some oil around,
yeah, like-
and just have to start fires if need be. If it's
Like
wet
a,
outside.
yeah, a little rack of oils. Vials of oil.
Yeah, there's a little bubba keg of oil, like lamp oil, like you had.
Okay. One
gave her fire
bubble keg.
for a silver.
They've got Sashia's characters have one thing in common. They love
I
all
always
love fire
love
and
oil.
oil.
I can't believe I don't have oil already.
It's their first real shopping.
Well,
so far.
you had oil in the first battle. You managed to pick
Oh
up
yeah, I
a
used
keg of that.
it. Yeah, that's
found
right. I
it.
used it immediately too. Yeah.
Yep.
Good point. Good point. I'm just trying to think. Like,
porches.
I want to get a picture. I can see like the store, the big window beside the front door. You know, there's a bunch of wares in it.
Yeah.
Wind chimes, all that shit. Baskets of yarn, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Like lighters for flints and tinders and
Umbrellas.
umbrellas and walking sticks and canes and buttons.
I found a set of tarot cards over here. You can learn how to use them and tell your own future.
My
Picks, shovels, all manner of saws, axes. More of a, like I said, like a frontier's town supplied flour, sugar.
Have you seen this pamphlet I found over here? It talks about zodiacs and what your sign is. And then what sign you match best with when you're paired with them.
How much is that? I will buy. I will buy that.
It's just for display.
Oh,
Nobody believes in that frou-frou.
you don't want to create a whole system of zodiac for us.
I tried, but
you
Buddy didn't give me a zodiac, so
is there like a salt and pepper shaker that are two little baby bunnies and one is white and one is black?
no. But I got these novelty ones. They look like boobs.
No, thank you.
All right, my wife hates them too. Says I'll never sell them. Broke them secret.
Totally.
Turn them into little buttons on the front of the bra. Or in front of your shirt to clasp it shut.
You do look behind him, and he has 4 jars. There are insects in all of the jars. One of the jars, every now and again, you see a small gout of fire go.
What's a firefly?
Uh-huh.
Ooh. How much is the firefly?
I've been wanting to start a firefly colony.
How much is the firefly?
Fireflies?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can the fireflies or the dragonflies. They both breathe fire.
Oh, do you want?
Oh, so it's not a glowing, or do they glow as well?
They glow as well. They're like
Okay.
fireflies, but
No,
every
no.
now and again their asses go. And then
Yeah.
the dragonflies beside them, every now and again you see like this little.
They just, no,
Nah, neat.
the fireflies for
Okay.
sure.
So you want the fire butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is the firefly?
Well, they're great for these little lanterns here. Just a sec here. You keep them on your belt and they cast white at night. Woof, woof.
I think, how much is that?
30 feet radius. I'd be willing to.
Right. I'm like climbing up onto the desk and looking at it, and in
We're not
between trying to-
very interested, and I kind of push Poppy Pie's down a little bit. We're not very interested,
They only last a few days, though. I haven't figured out what you feed them yet.
but if we were interested, which we really aren't, how much would it be?
Well, a silver and the last. I guarantee you the last 3 days. If you feed them, maybe longer, but I can guarantee a 3-day last.
Okay, well, I'll take
That's a 3-day torch. You
and I'll
don't
give.
have
Is it small enough for?
Yeah.
Poppy
It's
to
just
do?
a little hip lantern.
Okay, I'm gonna
thing.
give it to Pop.
And he goes, "Okay, just a second," and he grabs this little lantern thing. He puts it on
Yeah.
top of what looks like a mason jar with a thing on top of it.
Yeah.
Clicks it in, gives it a little shake, and you see one go blah, and get stuck up in there. Takes it off.
Yeah.
You just unscrew it. There you go, little guy.
Can I make a survival check to try and determine if this is like a male or female,
Give it a shot.
or survival or craft check or whatever it would be, because this is my profession.
Yep, absolutely.
So, was that with advantage?
Advantage. It's your profession.
Ooh, natural 20.
Jesus. Yeah, you know exactly what this is. You've seen them before.
Would that be
They're-
just like a wisdom check?
Yeah,
then?
just a wisdom.
Does he know what they eat?
Just for my mark.
Oh,
That
no,
like a mark
it's
for the
only
night.
for once.
Only for once.
Only for
yeah.
once. That's right.
I did it too last time.
Yeah, that means this one wasn't a mark either, right?
Uh,
Right.
You know exactly what they eat. You know exactly how to feed him. You know exactly how to care for this guy. He will last for
Now,
the better part of a year.
with that same check, could I see if there is a female in his case full of them to see if I could breed them if I bought another one? Or if we got another
yeah,
one?
sure, you can see the jar, and he brings the jar down. You're like, there's like 10 of them in there. You're like, yeah, good.
That one.
Like that one. Yes.
How much
for
did this
sure.
cost you?
1 silver. You can.
Can you pay me that one too,
Ooh,
please?
He wants the
And here, I'll get it out. I'll get it out, and I'll take it from him, and I'll
Yeah.
coax it out
Okay.
into the jar for him.
Yeah.
Make sure I get the one I want.
That one, and it is right. Takes it off and he gives it to you. Now you got these 2 lanterns,
Mhm.
and they are lantern sized to you.
Okay.
whereas to
In the meantime, Flip Flop, do you need anything? Have you found anything that was shiny enough. I want to find. Is there like some like long reed sticks or something, and anything like shiny that I could like
You're gonna make a
put
little cat.
a little dingle dangle cat toy?
Yes, there.
Something that would like we could use to distract her.
There are
Weed.
there are like the fishing sticks.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those dingle dangle cat stick.
And you see there's a couple of feather pillows sitting on a shelf, and one of them has like just a white feather sticking out of it.
And before I leave, I'm going to whisper to the dragonflies. Don't worry, I'll be back for you.
How high up on the shelf? About chest height.
Yeah, fit.
No, you definitely cannot fit on the shelf.
But you can try.
Yoga cat.
It's like a head in one paw.
You hear from the there's
Flip-flop dreamy thing, and underneath the arms is what?
you hear from across the store, hey, hey. And then you see the shopkeep start to reach down underneath his counter,
Oh, he's a fucking spray bottle.
and he comes up with a squirt bottle.
I look at him immediately and like grab my crossbow. I'm like, what is that?
It's why I've had them in my store before. They like that shelf.
Will the water hurt you?
They don't like it much. You're either buying it or you're getting out.
I throw the pillow at him.
Good enough. Is your shopping extravaganza over? Or
Yeah,
is there anything
I got
more?
everything I need.
I think I-
And more. I got 2 fireflies.
Yeah.
Well, they were doing the
That I
firefight,
store
and
on
they were
top of
sorting
you, by
through
the way.
med kit to make sure
With
it's all
all my other stuff. I assume I just like hang everything off your
Hang it on me.
backpack
It's
as I climb around.
food by what you would consider to be a nice med kit, but
I
there.
It'll do.
feel complete now that I have my oil in my.
and off to Penrolls you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Off to Penrolls you go. You wander through town. They're working on the quarry mine excavation site. They've got guys with monocles there assessing the giant hole in the ground now. You pull up to the outside of Penrolls Tower. Front door is wide open, and you hear them clattering around inside.
Go say.
You really should lock your door when you.
Bye. You little scamp. Hey, yes, a beautiful day outside. Hope you enjoyed your accommodations for the night. Yes, it's wonderful.
Not the best journaling atmosphere, I do have to say.
I apologize. And when better rooms are available, I will make sure that you are considered for them.
I'm just going to say, too, just for flavor, I'm going to assume from your backpack, I've got a little rope hanging down the
To
back.
get
So I
down.
could just run up to you and like grab the rope and
Get up,
climb
easy.
on up.
Like
Like a little tail dangling down behind you almost.
I like it.
I'm actually picturing it as like a little mini, just like super mini rope ladder that runs all the way up to the shoulder.
Totally.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
like.
Like gnome-sized ship rigging.
Mhm.
It's like a cross chest too, so we could go
I'm a good climber. It's really just a knotted
just
rope.
to get up. I like it.
Great excitement, joy, jubilation, my friends. I have work for you today.
Just one step removed from what was everybody?
Close. There's in a tower.
He's more sophisticated.
Dashing one might be.
Yeah, exactly.
You did so well. So well. My latest endeavor for you. Your mission, if you will, should you choose to accept it. Huh? I could coin that.
Cannon.
Stamp Penroll.
Yeah.
I need emissaries to go forth and further the cause of science and research. You will be going should you choose, upriver and across to the town of South Lease. Lovely town, farming town, beautiful, salt of the earth people.
Strong, handsome farm boys.
So which story?
Strapping farm boys, farm lads, farm hands.
What's
South
that?
South Lease is
South
the name.
Lease?
Is the name of the town or settlement. They prefer town. Don't call it a settlement.
L-E-A-S-E?
Yeah, lease like a rental lease.
So is this another one of those teleport things?
No, absolutely. It requires further study. I've
Yes,
been,
I don't know if I trust them.
I've been using it for years. I need to approach the consortium with my new research, kindly provided by you, ma'am. Please, SHYLO. You beautiful
You were
rabbit.
asking to violate
You
my privacy.
Beautiful
and
rabbit.
read
You ravishing
my love
young
book
thing.
memory.
So deserving. I rolled a 24 on my charisma. So deserving of love, affection, because of your beauty and your inner glow. I do not require your whole
If
diary.
Giving you these journal pages shows you true love. I will sacrifice them.
I will do two things for you, and you just rip them out.
Yeah, rip them out and give them to him.
Oh! My heart explodes and hurts for you. If what you've done for me. In fact.
How are
because
you not my true love?
paper in these parts, rare to come by. I give to you, freshly bound,
Yeah,
freshly off the boat. This leather bound, in pure oryx, journal with a hasp, so it stays nicely contained. The finest of parchment within.
nice.
150 pages. I give to you in trade.
Oh my
I
god.
give to you in trade, and it is journal sized. It's
I
bigger when you open
I'm
it.
going to use this to plan my wedding night.
It's bigger when you open it, dear. There, you take it. Magical journal from me to you for
This
those
is my wedding
for
night
those
planning
pages.
book.
For those pages. And drip. And he turns his hand over and a rose.
Oh my god. Swoon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Done.
These pages are like gold. my dear. Thank you.
Well, every I is dotted with a heart.
I fully expect it.
Buzz is immediately going to fly over to your rose and land on it,
Oh, he can have it. Yeah.
doing some pollinating over there.
So we have to go as emissaries.
Yes.
If anyone can spell that for me, I would really appreciate that. I don't want
And
to. I know, right? I
It
stopped.
definitely doesn't start with a B. Why didn't I write a B?
It's the
It's not a
emissaries.
emissary.
Emissaries.
Because of the Bob franchise.
Something.
Echo, Mike, India, Sierra, Alpha, Rio, India, Echo, Sierra.
You lost me.
There you go.
Thank you. Spelling's not my forte.
I just sometimes I actually have to be able to write it down, but then I
Yeah.
can spell it.
So he sends us as emissaries to
Southlease.
Southlease.
To me.
no, but to see who?
To
The Wizard Council.
my dear Shadow. You were so distracted by my
Yeah.
wit charm as it happens. It does. No, I need you to take the slow boat to Southlease. And while in Southlease, there is a rather strange obelisk in the center of town, which the residents are very protective of, but it seems to be giving the area an unnatural, and you may like this, fertility. They produce more grain in months than some places do in years. I simply need you to go, and somewhat surreptitiously, I would recommend.
Are there lots of babies there?
I need you to take this dagger.
Oh God.
It is made of onyx.
Is it the only thing?
That is all. Take this dagger, and somewhat surreptitiously, I would say,
Touch it to it.
I need you to scrape it down the side of this obelisk and just put it in a bag and bring it back to me. Simple.
You want rock dust?
I want to analyze what it is.
And they're protective of it?
You'll see. It's hard for me to explain. I've only been there in passing, but the place is. They are good, hearty, salt of the earth people. Much cleaner than here. You know, morons.
Morons.
I'll grab the dagger for Lynn. Just because A, I'm probably the sneakiest one here.
Broadsword!
And B, dagger is a proficient weapon for me. Unless one of you really needs it.
No, I'm good.
So he wants a sample to analyze.
That is it. Return.
Be secret about it.
Yeah,
Is it
I would.
protected?
I would be surreptitious. They are funny. You'll see. It's hard for me to explain.
Are you paying for our boat passage?
I am paying for your
Anyway,
passage.
Funny, you
Wait,
Shit.
We gotta take a boat there?
Oh, good sir. It is the way to travel.
No, it's a terrible way to travel.
You have to cross the river at the very least. I could teleport you.
That's really quick.
Is there a bridge?
Not as of yet.
Oh, God.
You don't like
Oh,
boats?
God. No, the water. That's where water gnomes live.
Oh.
My good sir. You're kind.
They're huge.
They live everywhere.
They're vicious.
They live everywhere.
Water gnomes live everywhere?
No, gnomes live everywhere.
Nasty teeth.
I can attest that in all the time I have lived here, I have been up and down the river. Not once. Not once. And your people are protective. Not once have I seen the gnomes of which you speak.
Insight check. 17.
He seems an honest fellow. Or so
Curse wizards.
charismatic.
We can take care of that. Don't worry about that.
Well, what?
You helped me when I had to go down the pit there. That's our time to help you.
Okay. Do you have water wings?
You can just hide right here.
Her tits float.
I'll make them bigger and pat them so they look like Ben.
I'm gonna go. It's for the greater good. It's for the good. It's for the greater good, right?
My good sir. Everything I do, I can honestly guarantee is for the greatest of goods.
Our path to mind
Okay.
and love is going to be fraught with danger. You know that, Poppy.
But it's water.
We have to do this so that I can find my
Poppy,
true love.
Poppy, I don't know if you noticed this.
Yeah, no, I don't trust you at all.
It's just water. It's okay.
But I'm pretty sure water gnomes don't live in your magic. Or do they?
Gnomes live everywhere. Gnomes.
Yes, I know, and the water ones are terrifying.
Fair enough. For returning to me with the sample, I will gladly pay you a sum of 500 gold. Plus, of course, an item of some description.
One item?
An singular item of some description, of which to be I am negotiable. I'm open to the fine art of
The
Dickery.
vagaries of chance.
yes.
Like it.
Do we have compact?
I'm in.
Okay.
Then to the docks with you. Away.
I'm gonna put my boat tits on.
And we'll leave it there. We will leave it there. The episode, job number 2, is called the one that is lost but is everywhere.
The session?
Nah, technically job 2.
Oh.
So the teleportating.
Otherwise known as time fuckery.
Otherwise known as time fuckery. I will even amend my notes so it says otherwise known as time fuckery.
Confessions of a time fuckerer.